Ate Lax.
Ako naman po si Ate Thieves and we are the Millennial.
Titaz!
Saan galing yun?
So yun na nga 'no, guys again, thank you so much sa mga, suggestions niyo. So andito na tayo, panonoorin namin ngayon yung, SB19 story episode by Casual Chuck.
Correct. Yan. Thank you guys for
Mm.
recommending this. So this is a 6-part series na, yun nga, documentary na ginawa ni Casual Chuck. Shout out kay Casual Chuck! So, ito na nga guys, kasi nga, of course, we want to know SB19 more. So, nadidiscover na namin yung mga songs nila. And, somehow, yung
Mhm.
mga personalities din nila based dun sa mga comments po ninyo. So, thank you po doon.
Yes,
Pero ito,
sobra.
magdi-deep dive tayo ngayon sa SB19.
Parang mas maganda na malaman pa namin 'to ni Titibs kung ano
Yes.
ba yung background talaga
Yung
ng
mga
ating SB19.
yung mga reasons or inspiration behind the lyrics ng mga napakinggan natin, 'di ba? Na bakit gano'n ka-deep?
Yes.
Bakit gano'n na lang mag-play on words si Pablo, 'di ba? Ano ba talaga yung mga meaning
Mm.
nun? Kasi alam niyo naman kaming mga tita, medyo slow na yung processing namin, guys. So, minsan hindi namin nagigets kagad yung kanta until mapakinggan namin sila
Oo.
ng paulit-ulit.
Mm. Very
So
true.
ayun, bilang mahaba-haba pong journey itong gaganapin namin ni Ate Lax.
Eh!
Sorry naman. Oo, na-excite ako talaga. So, pakinggan na po
Yeah.
natin. So, let's watch episode 1, Sound Break by Casual Chuck.
Yes. Oh.
Disclaimer, this video is only based on my personal research. I might miss some details and it's possible to have discrepancies, but I did my best to get as much accurate information as possible. So enjoy!
Okay.
2016.
So 8 years ago, ano?
Parang Japan. Korea.
Korea, okay.
This is called Triple, a group of talented performers and comedians from Korea you've probably never heard of. They were formed back in 1994 when the word K-pop hasn't even been invented. In 2002, one of the members made the biggest mistake of his life, which will change the entire course of P-pop history.
Okay.
Pa-suspense.
Nangyari.
Do you remember this song?
Hindi ko yan alam.
Hindi. Hindi ko rin alam.
Aja.
Oh.
It all started with this man, Jong Song-han. When he left the trio in 2002 to become an entrepreneur, Cult Triple became Cult 2.
감사합니다.
Most of their fans definitely thought that Songhan's decision was a huge mistake because the remaining members started racking up different awards in the entertainment industry. If he only stuck around, he would have gotten those awards too. But this man's decision was final. He used all of his savings to build an event organizing company called Show BT Entertainment. Yep, I'm talking about Tatang Robin. Tatang noticed how passionate Filipino fans were during the rise of K-pop, so he wanted to organize K-pop concerts and events that promote Korean and Filipino culture. To make that happen, he needed entertainers, a group of young people that will be part of the package of their service as an event organizer. We are talking about people who can do dancing, singing, and even act as servants like waiting tables and assisting guests. So he held an audition and hundreds of young talents applied. 30 of them passed as trainees. They were then called Nara, which in Korean means country and is the national tree of the Philippines. They went to multiple events together, including the fan meeting event of the K-pop group called
Yung
Off-Road.
Kimpi, siya ba yun?
After numerous events, Tatang
si
Robin
Pablo.
saw something special when it comes to Filipino talent. He realized that some of his trainees were far too talented to just end up as small-time performers.
And
So he decided to
Stan.
launch the first P-pop boy group that underwent strict Korean-type training. Out of the 30 trainees,
Si Josh.
only few have made it.
Oo.
Gian Paolo Nase. He always wanted to be a performer. As a young dreamer, he joined several competitions as a soloist
Si
and
Pablo,
also
no?
a member of the K-pop dance cover group
Paolo
called
Nase.
PHP. As a trainee, he was the guy who shows up early and leaves late despite juggling a full-time job as a data analyst to provide for his family. He was the first one selected due to his undeniable diligence and leadership qualities. He is known to have critically acclaimed songwriting ability, a badass rapper, and was often dubbed as a genius, but he consistently denied it because he claimed to be just a hard worker. This made him the destined leader of the group.
Humble.
He debuted with the name Sejan, but later changed his name to Pablo. Now that the methodical leader is chosen,
I like-
they needed
mas
more
gusto ko yung
members.
Pablo.
Tatang Robin just got a genius composer in Pablo, so they needed someone who
Mas
can
ano siya,
dance.
Filipino.
And this next guy is exactly that. And even more.
Si Stel.
Stelvester Ahero.
Sylvester.
He was only 16 when he started competing as a dancer while studying. He was a born winner despite growing up as a bullied kid. He made performing his escape from the harsh reality of the world. He did a great job channeling the negative aspect of his life and converting it by winning multiple K-pop dance cover competitions with his group Sayon. He is also a hard worker. He was teaching dance to kids while competing. There was a point when he worked too hard that
Dance,
it
no?
threatened
Hindi
his
pa
life due
boses
to poor
talaga,
health.
no?
Correct.
He is a very skilled choreographer. In fact, he's the main culprit behind most of SB19's
Sorry, pause ko lang. Kasi 'di ba naalala mo nung yung unang reaction natin, ginugel ko sila nung hindi pa natin sila kilala. Tapos nakalagay doon Stel nga, choreographer since 2018. Kaya pala maganda rin ang mga hampasan ng balakang ni Stel.
Mas nakilala siya sa choreography instead dun sa voice. Na siguro mas nakikilala na siya ngayon since yung parang isa siya yata sa judges ng The
Oo,
Voice.
sa The
ba yun?
Voice
Oo.
Kids, oo.
Yung kay David Foster ba yun?
Lot and David Foster and Friends. Lot and Friends. Sorry.
Potek.
Sorry naman. Anyway, tuloy na natin
Okay.
yan. Sorry
Yeah.
naman.
snappy and amazingly synchronized dance routines. But little did they know that dancing wasn't even his only talent. He easily became the main heavenly voice of the group because his vocals were just
Effortless.
Oh, diba?
out of this world. He debuted as Stel,
Galing na na.
the main vocalist, the lead dancer, and choreographer of the group.
Si Josh.
Josh Cullen Santos became
the
homeless at the
vampire.
age of 16, and it was his
Oh.
decision. He's had the worst childhood among the other members. From growing up in a toxic environment to being physically abused as a kid by their nanny. At an early age, he witnessed what it feels
Nanny,
like to
ha?
be a member of a middle-class family that
Pinalo
went
mo din
rock
kung
bottom in
pinapalo
just a
ka.
matter of months. He experienced getting evicted from apartments to smaller rooms. It came to a point when his family had nothing to eat but ketchup and salt. They had no permanent address. Because of that, Josh and his sister dropped out of school multiple times, so they got bullied at school for being repeaters. Sometimes he would get into fistfights for defending her. Josh had enough of this, so he took matters into his own hands by leaving. He became independent and started working as an internet cafe attendant. Using his own income, he took the alternative learning system and was able to finish his high school degree. Clearly had no background in performing. Not until he met new friends from the dance community, which led to him meeting Stel and Seyon. They became co-members and went on to win numerous K-pop dance cover competitions all over Asia.
Matagal na silang
They even
magkasama
met
ni
BTS during one of their winning runs in Korea.
Akala
In a
yung
way,
BTS,
Josh was saved by
Oh.
Stel after trying so hard to save himself.
Shoutout lang kay Mama, ano yung fan ng BTS. Forever.
Sobra.
BTS ako kasi perfect yun.
Oo, nakilala nila.
Diyos
Oh, galing.
And it paid off because after training, Josh ended up debuting as the lead rapper and dancer of the group.
Oh.
Magaling talaga siya
Justin De
mag-deliver
Dios
ng
didn't
rap.
have to audition. Apparently, he was a very good-looking guy that when he joined a talent workshop as a teenager, Show BT immediately took notice and offered him to become a trainee to improve his singing and dancing skills. He was one of the late joiners, and
Ganda
when
lang
he
yung
did,
kay
he immediately
Justin.
saw a familiar face in Josh.
You look familiar.
Apparently, the two had a stint in performing together in a K-pop dance cover group called Zero to Hero.
Okay.
My world, let's do this. 이슈 제조기라
Ang
범서.
payat-payat ni Justin.
어디 가도 분위기가 higher. 비행기 밖은 너무 시끄러워.
So Justin as well wasn't new in the world of performing. He auditioned to be a part of the televised Pinoy boy band Superstar show, but
Si
he
Justin
didn't
yung
even
mga
make
type ko
it
na
to the live
mga
auditions.
back in the days.
Perhaps it was fate. He didn't have great singing skills at the time. It was only when he became a trainee that he improved astoundingly in the vocal department. He went on to finish his college degree in multimedia arts while training, which earned him a skill in filmmaking. He then got
Wow.
selected to debut as the main visual, the sub-vocalist, and the creative director of the group.
Visual.
He was the
talaga.
would-be director behind the record-breaking P-pop music video,
Nice.
What, and more. But that's a story for another video. At this point, Show BT seemed to have completed the group. 4 members in a
Ay, wala
P-pop
pa si
group,
Ken.
a nice even number. 2 rappers and 2 vocalists.
Hintay ko si Kenny.
They were perfectly balanced, but they felt like something was missing.
Yan.
Perhaps someone was
Nice.
missing. Someone who could take this already great group of guys and push them to achieve the next level, the extraordinary level. Someone so naturally gifted that he could stand out in the presence of the already talented group of young artists. This venture that Tatang Robin took needed an apex, so he started the online auditions. When Josh heard about it, he was like, I know a guy.
Saan galing yung clip na yun?
Felix John Suson is such a specimen. He was so naturally gifted that excelling in sports looked like a walk in the park for him. He grew up in the church under the care of his grandparents. He was an artistic kid, so he was active as an editorial cartoonist in school.
Kamukha ni Kuya Michael. Yung kapitbahay natin.
Oo nga.
Sorry
Talaga?
naman.
Nobody taught him to play musical instruments. He taught himself by just listening to the music, so he ended up becoming a
Talented
southpaw
yan.
guitarist. But he later fixed it as he
Naturally
learned more.
talented,
He didn't
gifted.
even know that he could dance until he was forced to in order to get good grades during their school intrams. After discovering dance, he transformed from a
Wow.
guy who didn't know it to someone who can fly.
Ay, wow.
Because of his raw
Oh.
talent, he ended up teaching dance to the entire school and continued on to form a K-pop dance cover group called Amigo 7. Apparently, his group gave Josh's group so much trouble during their early competitions because they were very good rivals. So he decided to recruit him. But Philip was hundreds of islands away and didn't have the money. What did Josh do? He shelled out for his plane ticket. With nothing else to lose, Philip went and left his previous life in the countryside. He then trained with the boys and officially debuted with them as Ken, the main dancer, the bass vocalist, and the lead rapper of the group. One thing to note is that they were an unlikely bunch because they wouldn't have met each other if Tatang Robin stayed with his already successful group in Korea. Justin failed his first audition, so he didn't even bother to audition again because he thought he wasn't ready. And Josh wouldn't have attempted to recruit Ken if Show BT's training program didn't even exist. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the butterfly effect. When a
Meant
small
to
and
be.
seemingly insignificant occurrence has a rippling effect through time, leading to a consequential event sometime long after the initial event, or as Google would put it, a phenomenon whereby a minute localized change in a complex system can have a large effects elsewhere. Tatang Robin's so-called mistake back in 2002 led to forming the future P-pop Kings. In 2018, SB19 was formed. The name of the group was carefully picked. The number 19 is the sum of Korea and the Philippines area code digits 82 and 63. So 8 plus 2 plus 6 plus 3 is 19. SB doesn't only mean Show BT.
Akala ko 2019
It is all about
kasi
their
sila
ultimate goal for
nag-debut.
Pinoy sound to break into the music industry,
ko
which is
pinag-isipan.
fearlessly
Sorry
represented
na.
by this phrase. Soundbreak.
Kaya pala episode 1. Oh my God. Kinilabutan ako doon sa ganda, ang ganda.
Oo.
Tapusin natin.
Yes. Oh,
Ang ganda ng pagkakagawa ni ano. Chuck ba yung pangalan niya? Guys, sabihan niyo naman.
mm.
For this
Parang oo.
for this recording, Chuck ang itatawag ko sa kanya haba kasi ng casual
Mm,
Chuck. Ni Chuck. Ang
Pwedeng
ganda.
CC.
Sisi parang, sis! Hey! Sisi!
Sorry na. O nga,
Hindi.
no? Hey,
Si
Sisi!
Chuck,
Naku.
oo.
Sige, Chuck na lang.
Ang ganda
Chuck.
ng pagkakagawa na parang
Oo.
talagang dinadala ka niya sa journey. Oh, ang galing.
Talagang alam mong ni-research niya. Talagang
Correct.
kung saan nag-start. Kung sino yung nag-start.
Saan galing
Oo.
yung ano, yung parang si Josh mukhang ano,
Oo.
naka-pink.
Yung parang naka-earphones na. Tapos may
Yung
flash.
gumaganon-ganon siya na, eh. Oo.
Ang kulit man.
Lahat ba sila nagganon? Um,
Uy,
pero
pero
ayun,
na-impress ako kay Josh. Na 'di
na,
ba, sila ni Ken, parang kakumpetensya niya pala tapos talagang ni-recommend niya na parang, "I know
oo.
someone." As in nag-shell out siya para makapunta, ang galing.
Oo,
Nice,
siya
Josh.
talaga yung
Oo.
nagbigay ng pamasahe for flights.
Mm,
Thinking na galing din siya sa wala. Tapos hindi pa nga
mm.
sila booming. Willing na siya na
Oo.
i-share yung kung ano mang blessings yung natatanggap niya so far for someone else. Nakakompetensya niya pa.
Medyo relate din ako kay Josh kasi 'di ba 'to yung dati na yung sa kanila ketchup tsaka asin, sa'tin yung
Oo.
toyo
Toyo,
tsaka
yun. Gusto ko nga
mantika.
i-comment
Oo,
eh. Toyo, mantika,
oo,
tsaka asin. Ay, hindi, walang asin
oo,
actually. Toyo, tsaka mantika
oo,
na lang.
ano siya.
Kumbaga naranasan niya yung hirap eh. So, he knows the feeling. Kaya siguro parang, ay, hindi, carry na yan. Akong bahala sa'yo,
Mm,
di ba? Ganyan.
oo.
Oh, Josh, wala akong pamasahe papuntang Pinas. Joke lang, joke lang.
Grabe siya.
Joke lang. Oo, baka sabihin na namamalimos. No, no, no. Pero naano ako doon. Very touching siya. Very touching.
Mm,
Oh, ito
oo.
na. Guys, syempre, hindi pwedeng isang episode lang. Tingnan naman sa nakahilera yan lahat hanggang episode 6. So, lipat na po natin. Ayan, ready na po
Yeah.
kami.